gathered wealth and counted it. The Mu'alif says, Lam yahummuhu illa jam'ud dunya. He is only concerned with gathering dunya. Gathering the worldly things. Why he sabaha and counting it. Wa ma zada aw naqasa min malihi. And he's only concerned with whatever increases it or decreases the wealth. Amma al-akhirah, as for the hereafter, فَهُوَ غَافِلٌ عَنْهَا. He is heedless about it. Al-mafrudu an al-insana la yajma'ul mal mujarrad jam'in wa qadrin. And he said, what is obligatory is that the person does not just gather wealth just merely to store it up and stockpile it. فَيَجْمَعُ الْمَالَ لِيُنْفِقَهُ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. So he is to gather the wealth in order to spend it in the way of Allah. لِيَتَصَدَّقَ لِيُزَكِّي, in order to give charity and to pay zakah. وَلِيُنْفِقَ عَلَى نَفْسِهِ, and to spend upon his own self. وَأَلَّا مَنْ يَلْزَمُهُ مُؤُونَتُهُمْ, and to spend upon whomsoever he is in charge of. فَالْمَالُ لَيْسَ لِلْقَرْضٍ. The wealth is not to be stockpiled and put away like a treasure. وَإِنَّمَا الْمَالُ لِلْإِنْفَاقِ. Only the wealth, لِلْإِنْفَاقِ, is for spending. Qala ta'ala, Allah the Most High says, فَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا جَعَلَّكُمْ مُسْتَخْلَفِينَ فِيهِ. And they spend from that, and spend from that which you have been made trustees over. Surah Al-Hadid, Ayah 7. Wa qala ta'ala, Allah the Most High says, أَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ. Spend from that which we have provided you with. Al-Baqarah 254. فِي آيَاتٍ كَثِيرَةٍ. And the ayah in this regard are many. يَأْمُرُ اللَّهُ بِالْإِنفَاقِ. Allah commands to spend. أما هذا لا يهمه إلا أن يخزن من المال. As for this one whom is only concerned with stockpiling wealth as a treasure, وَيَجْمَعُهُ فِي الْأَرْصِدَةِ, and gathering it in stocks, وَلَا يَنْفَعُ مِنْهُ أَحَدٌ, and does not benefit anyone from it, فَهَذَا مُتَوَعَدٌ بِالْوَيْلِ وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. This one here is threatened with al-wail, the woe, and refuge is sought with Allah. Third ayah. Qawluhu ta'ala, Allah the Most High says, يحسب أن ماله أخلدا. He thinks that his wealth will make him last forever. Shaykh Fawzan says, يظن أن هذا المال سيقلده في النعيم في الجنة وفي السرور. He thinks that this wealth will cause him to eternally dwell in the delights of the paradise and in happiness. لا ينفعك المال إلا إذا استعملته في طاعة الله. The wealth will not benefit you except if you use it fi ta'atillah, in the obedience of Allah. The wealth will only benefit you if you utilize it in the obedience of Allah. Hina idhan yanfa'uk. At this point, it will benefit you. وَيَاسِرُ لَكَ نَفْعًا فِي الدُّنْيَا وَأَجْرًا فِي الْآخِرَةِ. And it will turn into a benefit for you in this world and a reward for you in the hereafter. فَهَذَا هُوَ الْمَالُ النَّافِعِ. This is the beneficial wealth. وَنِعْمَ الْمَالُ صَالِحٌ لِرَجُلِ الصَّالِحِ. And this is the blessed, the good wealth for the good person, for the good man. ليس هذا ذما لمجرد جمع المال من وجوهه الصحيحة. And he mentions here that the lowly characteristic that is mentioned here is not just for merely gathering wealth. It is not just merely gathering wealth. That's not the lowly characteristic here. لكن الجمع الذي لا ينفق منه. But gathering that which is not benefited from. هذا هو المذموم. This is the mathmum. This is the lowly characteristic. Gathering wealth that is not benefited from. Qala Ta'ala, he mentions that Allah the Most High says, وَجَمَّعَ فَأَوْآ. فَجَمَّعَ فَأَوْآ. And collect wealth and hide it from spending it in the cause of Allah. Surah Al-Ma'arij, Ayah 18. يعني أوكاه ولا يخرج منه شيء. It's when one hides it and does not distribute it out at all. Qala Ta'ala, Allah the Most High says, كلا إنها لظى نلزاءة للشواه تدعو من أدبر وتولى وجمع فأوعى. By no means, verily, it will be the fire of hell, taking away, burning completely the head skin, calling all such as turn their backs and turn away their faces from faith, picking and swallowing them up from that great gathering of mankind on the day of resurrection, just as a bird picks up a food grain from the earth with its beak and swallows it up. and collect wealth and hide it from spending it in the cause of Allah. Surah Al-Ma'arij 15 through 18. Shaykh says, Jama al-mala fa'aw'a alayhi bil'awqiyati wal arsidati wa la yunfiqu minhu shay. One gathers the wealth and hides it and stockpiles it and does not spend it at all. فَالْجَمْعُ الَّذِي لَا يُنْفَقُ مِنْهُ. He gathers it and does not spend it. Gathering it without spending it. هَذَا هُوَ الْمَثْمُومُ. This is a lowly character. This is a lowly characteristic. This is something that is dispraised. أَمَّا الْجَمْعُ الَّذِي يُنْفَقُ مِنْهُ فَهَذَا الْمَحْمُودُ. As for gathering that which one spends from it, then this is something mahmud, something that is praiseworthy. وَالْإِنسَانُ مَنْهِيٌّ عَنْ إِضَاعَةِ الْمَالِ. And the person, he is prohibited from wasting wealth. وَمَنْهِيٌّ عَنْ تَبْذِيرِ الْمَالِ. He's prohibited from squandering wealth and wasting it. يَحْفَظُ مَالَهُ. He is to preserve his wealth. وَيَجْمَعُهُ. And he is to preserve his wealth, and he is to get he may preserve his wealth, and he may gather his wealth. وَلَكِنْ لَا يَقْتَصِرُ عَلَى جَمْعِهِ فَقَطَ. But he is not to just merely restrict himself to gathering it and stockpiling it. لَا يَنْفَعُهُ شَيْءٍ. Without spending it at all. بَلْ يَدُرُّهُ ذَلِكَ. This is harmful to him. This is that which is harmful to him and dangerous. So this, we break it down in two parts. So this would be the first part of the Tafsir, Suratul-Humaza. And on Thursday, bi'ithnillahi ta'ala, we'll take the second part of the Tafsir, Suratul-Humaza. Alhamdulillah, the masajid are opening up. And we can get ready to pray Isha. Hopefully the men in the masajid, bi'ithnillahi ta'ala, if possible. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Assalamu alaikum.